So, ladies and gentlemen, GH before the Luke and Laura wedding in the late fall of 81 had this as a major plot point, and we're still feeling it in 2023 because they re-looked at it during the GH's May sweeps. Now we're going to talk about the Ice Princess. Now in 1981, the Court of Mains, the Cassadines, the Spencers, and WSB, World Service Bureau, were all looking for the Ice Princess, a large uncut diamond whose base contained a formula for a powerful weapon. On March 28, 2023, GH visited the Ice Princess storyline during May sweeps. Now, Edward Quartermain's niece, Alex, arrived in town and began working at ELQ. Alex hired Luke Spencer to do some investigative work for her to locate her competitors, Cassadine Industries. Alex assured him the job was legitimate, but Luke was very wary of it. One day he arrived home to a ransacked apartment and was held at gunpoint by a man with an Australian accent. That man turned out to be Robert Scorpio, a longtime player on the show. Scorpio wanted information about the Ice Princess, and Luke didn't know what he was talking about. The man, again, was Robert Scorpio, who was then an international financier. Robert told Luke that the Ice Princess was a statuette. There we get into the Maltese Falcon style. It was actually a large uncut diamond that Alex had painted black. It was mounted on a pedestal. Luke agreed to help Alex and Edward find it, but for a price. Robert also wanted it and offered Luke $50,000 to find it for him. The Ice Princess was shipped to Port Charles, but when Alex went to the docks to claim it, she found out it had been stolen. Now, not only were Luke, Robert, and Alex after it, but so was Cassadine brother Tony Cassadine. He was using the alias Tony Castle. Now, Luke eventually met a ditzy woman named Emma Lutz, who had the Ice Princess, but thinking it ugly, gave it to Lila Quarterman for an art auction she was sponsoring to benefit General Hospital. Luke, Robert, and Alex and Tony all planned to steal it the night of the auction. During the auction, the lights went out. When it came back on, both the Ice Princess and Luke were gone, but Luke resurfaced weeks later as he didn't have the statuette. Now, Robert teamed up with Luke to find the Ice Princess, while Alex teamed up with Tony. Alex and Tony knew a secret, that the base of the Ice Princess contained a secret formula for a powerful weapon that would give the Cassadine brothers the power to hold the world hostage. Alex and Tony got their hands on a formula, and Robert revealed to Luke and Laura Collins that he was actually an agent for the World Security Bureau and had to stop the Ice Princess from falling into the wrong hands. Luke, Robert, and Laura secretly boarded the Cassadine yacht where the formula was held. They ended up on a tropical island where Mikos Cassadine, the mastermind of the operation, was waiting, played by the great John Colicos. Now, the 2 weeks that Colicos was on the show went fast. We'll go over as best we can. They went to Cassadine Island, and Mikos revealed he had plans to build a weather machine that would produce carbonic snow and freeze the world. He would first threaten world leaders by freezing Port Charles as an example to the rest of the world. B actress Tiffany Hill was also on the island as Cassadine brother Victor's girlfriend. She was repulsed by the plan. She ran into Robert and she decided to help him, Luke and Laura stop Mikos. Meanwhile, back in Port Charles, the temperature was dropping and a blizzard took place. Port Charles was declared a disaster area. Now, Robert then sneaked into Mikos' compound. Then Luke and Laura sneaked in as well. He set off an alarm, and as they were running to escape, they came upon an ice chamber with frozen bodies in it, including Alex and Tony. They were then captured and brought before Mikos, where they were reunited with Robert, whom had also been captured. Luke told Mikos he would help him, and he said he would convince the WSB to surrender. But during a radio transmission, Luke started to give away their location, at which point Mikos angrily turned off the radio. There was a scuffle, and Mikos attempted to throw Luke into the ice chamber, but Mikos was the one who ended up going in and dying. Luke was then able to turn off the machine by entering the password Ice Princess, eventually saving the world. Now, the repercussions of this, eventually, at the end of the year, Luke and Laura got married, but it was quite a fascinating plot. Now, on February 19, 2013, Luke and Laura revisited the plot, and they were surprised to find out Lulu received an uncut rock that was supposedly the Ice Princess from an unknown person. The rock ended up not being the Ice Princess and resulted in Lulu being kidnapped by Elena and Stavros Cassadine. Luke, Laura, and Dante rescued Lulu, have been frozen by Stavros. He referred to Lulu as his Ice Princess. Now, on April 6th of that year, Victor talked to Joanne about briefly going overseas for business. He texts for someone to get it done, and there's too much at stake. Victor tells Joanne that the authorities will soon find another suspect went a little bit ahead here. On January 21st, 2022, Tracy gave Laura the Ice Princess at Luke's memorial ceremony on the Haunted Star. Spencer saw it and was interested in the rock, but Laura warned him to stay away from it. Tracy was later almost arrested by the WSB as she sold a piece of the Ice Princess, which was revealed to be a fake. Anna got the WSB agents to drop the arrest, and Tracy left the country. On April 6th, Victor talked to Joanne about briefly going overseas for business. He texts for someone to get it done as there's too much at stake. Victor tells Joanne that the authorities will soon find another suspect for Luke's death. Now, Sam and Dante eventually meet Anna and mention it is too coincidental that the Ice Princess was stolen when Victor came to town. They discover from Spinelli that an auction for the Ice Princess is taking place in French Polynesia. Valentine plants the Ice Princess in Jennifer Smith's safe after flirting with her. Jennifer is arrested by Anna for stealing the diamond, which Anna suspects Jennifer obtained by murdering Luke. In 2022, Britt Westbourne inherits an exquisite diamond ruby necklace from her late violinist brother, Peter August, found in a secret safety deposit box of his. She hires Sam McCall to investigate, who finds out the necklace belonged to the late Leopold Taub and was last seen at a 1989 Paris fashion show. This item contains 4 diamonds from the Ice Princess and is worth $35 million. Cody Bell came to town for the necklace as his birthright and lied about the results of paternity tests to his biological father, Max Scorpio, so he could legally claim the necklace as Leopold's heir. A series of events, including Laura as a hostage, Holly setting herself ablaze, and Selena poisoning Victor, leads to the necklace safely in the hands of law enforcement. Now, on December 7th, 2022, Laura, Robert, and Felicia discover a code made of letters and numbers written on a diamond on Leopold Taub's diamond ruby necklace. Laura does remember a formula in the original Ice Princess that Mikos had. Felicia uses a computer to crack the code. Now, on March 27th, 2023, Victor tells Eileen, who brings him a fake copy of the necklace she stole from the PCPD, that he has a decryption key on a flash drive to translate the code. It doesn't work, and Eileen suggests Mikos must have lied to Victor about the key. She takes the flash drive when Victor dropped it on the floor. Victor discovers she took it, and she confesses that Valentin, Anna, and Lucy are alive and forcing her to work for them, as well as the necklace being fake. She calls Anna and says she's leaving town before Victor throws her off a bridge. Now, having killed Eileen, realizing that the necklace he was given was a decoy, and figured out his son is still alive, Victor and his goons find Valentin and Anna hiding in DeCrinto's cabin. Victor insults his son, calling him a disappointment. He agrees to spare them, and Valentin hands over the true Ice Princess necklace, and Victor shoots Anna in the abdomen and leaves. Anna proclaims a love for Valentin before passing out, but he gets her to GH, where allies against Victor regroup. After Victor is stopped by a WSB drone, killing him and destroying the Haunted Star in Greenland, Cody hires Scott Baldwin with the intention of suing the WSB and forcing them to either find and give him the necklace or compensation. Now, many pieces of the Ice Princess have been split up through the years. Luke and Tracy had it for a while and have been selling out pieces over the years. Victor has Jennifer Smith's piece, the Leopold Taub diamond ruby necklace, again worth $35 million. Necklace was stolen by Cesar Fezzo, who passed it down to his son Peter, and that was passed on after Peter's death to his sister Britt. Holly stole the necklace and gave Selena one of the diamonds in return for poisoning Victor. And after confessing that she was under Victor's control and her own scheme against him, she handed the necklace off to Robert Scorpio at the PCPD. Again, Eileen tried to pass off the fake necklace, but was killed for it. And Victor, the last person with the necklace, was presumed lost, but the Haunted Star was struck with a drone strike. So, ladies and gentlemen, very complicated, eh? And it's like not really a romantic plot, but like the old Maltese Falcon, eh? It's what dreams are made of. And the diamond was worth millions. I can imagine, Luke and Tracy selling it off is not a surprise. So not only the Luke Laura curse came from this, but the fact is, it's like a MacGuffin, like Hitchcock said. Nobody knows what the Ice Princess really means, although it's a big diamond. And like Elizabeth Taylor's diamonds, they're priceless. So this is our latest GH podcast. If you like what you're doing here, give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.